Hello and welcome to Money Matters. More than a year ago, when COVID-19 struck and Hong Kong needed face masks, new manufacturers rushed to fill the gap in supply. At its peak, there were around 200 factories in the city, churning out what is now an oversupply of face masks. Zella Chin reports how entrepreneurs are changing their business models to adjust to the new marketplace.
Last year, when COVID-19 hit, Hong Kongers scrambled to buy face masks. They were in short supply, but when they were finally available, people waited in long queues to get the protective gear. More than a year later, face masks are sold everywhere in the city. On a Thursday afternoon in the bustling district of Tsim Sha Tsui, some shoppers check out a specialty face mask shop.
In a dedicated shop, there's more time and the service is a bit different. Expert recommendation of the product, usability, whether or not it's suitable for you.
A film director, Tong Ka-fai, opened this shop in October last year with hundreds of different styles. Masks sell for $3.80 a piece. His profit margin, 35%.
Masks with designs are an expression of your personality. Your different mood, different outfit can match. So we hope we can give users what they want.
And he offers a DIY experiential tour for $98 a person.
Once you come in, you can make your own face mask. You can select one you like.
I'll choose a blue one to match my blue clothing.
Blue clothing. This one then, you can grab it and put it in this tray. You can choose colored ear loops to match this mask.
Use a more special one, this one.
This machine is our one-point ear loop machine. So what you're going to do is what 1980s factory girls did. Stick the string in slowly, not too long.
Like this?
Yes, that's right. Step on it. Now the ear loop is done. Pull it down and press. Pull it up.
Oh, that's quite interesting. This is mine.
Now that you're finished, here's a certificate.
Oh, that's cute. Tong and his friends started the face mask business with $2 million of capital in February 2020. They bought their first mask-making machine from India.
Right now, we have more than 10 production lines, 3 retail shops, and 2 online shops. The peak was last year, a very dramatic, very big demand.
He made over $150 million in revenues in 2020. Kenneth Kong, a former chemistry lecturer and founder of the Hong Kong Mask and PPE Association, advises Hong Kong mask manufacturers on their operations. He says many novices rushed into the industry last February.
At that time, the selling price of the mask is very good. One piece of good mask can sell around $3. So it seemed to be a very profitable business.
Industry insiders say Hong Kong had as many as 200 mask factories at its peak last July. But nowadays, with plenty of face masks around and demand dropping, some factories are merging or closing down. Less than 60 will survive the end of March.
Because we have so many surgical masks produced, so the price keep on dropping. The people have to reduce the cost for storage and manpower, so cut the cost. The best way is to close the production line.
Over in Kwun Tong, serial entrepreneur Victoria Wu set up her mask factory in early 2020.
So this is the QC area where people trying to do the quality control with the ear loops, the nose strips, and it's with everything okay, they're going to pack them.
So you have a lot of designs here, Victoria.
Yeah, so these are the designs we have been doing since day one.
What's your most popular one?
The Galaxy over there, we have the blue and the Purple Galaxy.
Oh, the space
Yeah,
one, yeah.
and the camouflage too.
Oh, yeah.
It used to be very popular.
My boss wears that.
Yeah.
So what makes this clean room?
These boards are hospital grade that you can see at those operation theaters. So these are without any gaps or any leaks. And then they assemble it together. So there's no outside debris or any dust coming in.
The clean room costs more than $1.2 million to build. Victoria says she lost at least $2 million in setting up the business.
Because I bought some fake materials, and then I had to hire a lot more people to operate the machines. It claimed that one people operate one machine before when I first started, when I first calculate the whole thing, but then ended up I need like 4 to 5 people looking at one machines. So it's like, every cost just go up like that.
In the heyday last spring, Victoria had more than 40 employees in the factory, making 100,000 masks a day. Nowadays, she has 12 factory employees, and she's producing 90% fewer masks because of smaller orders. Victoria dropped her prices to remain competitive and makes 80% less revenue. In the last 6 months, the industry shifted from wholesaling to retailing, and Victoria finds it difficult to pivot.
Because my company doesn't have many customer service people, or we don't have a really big back office to handle all the small orders. One-to-one is easier because it's one company to one big client, but now we're doing like 1 to 10,000 or even more. So it's very hard and it's very time consuming.
Victoria plans to focus her efforts on her other businesses, such as selling health supplements and baby products. She wants to merge her mask business with others.
Then we can share the employees, share the factories, whatever. Close one down, open another one. It will shrink. The whole industry will shrink a lot, for sure.
As the industry consolidates and factories close, operators are offloading inventory at cutthroat prices.
要 sustain 我哋呢個銷售鏈嗰陣時，咁我哋冇辦法將個 cost
To sustain the retail supply chain, there's no way I can drop the retail price dramatically.
係啊，咁我哋變咗呢啲係會我哋一啲
This is where we are less competitive.
嘅情況咯。相對嚟講，我哋競爭力高嘅情況就係我哋。
On the flip side, our competitive strength is we believe customers buy our products not for the price, but our design
我
work.
哋係做緊 design，我哋做一個 design work，咁佢係應該係中意。
They like a design, a pattern that's suitable for them.
或者呢個設計啱我。
While the latest trend is to sell colorful masks, Dr. Kong warns consumers that those masks have less protection than the basic surgical ones.
This is colorful. The color have to be pinned on the surface, but have the width to get loose from the surface. So if the color itself is toxic, then it will enter your body easily. And also, another issue is that the finer the fiber, the more chance for the bacteria to go. So it will endanger us if you have a lot of bacteria on the surface.
So that mask has more protection.
Yeah, safer. It's the best one, safer one, and this is more style.
And some parties are creating biodegradable face masks to reduce mask pollution. So I've heard that biodegradable masks are the new trend. Is that possible?
Right now, I don't think it is possible. Let me show you the details. The inside of the mask is called the membrane.
So this is the filter layer.
This is the filter. You see the fiber. If you introduce some starch particle inside, it will make it seem to decompose in a shorter time. The membrane turn into a finer particle we call microplastic. Will eventually fall into the sea and then get into our food chain. We do not know what will be the consequences if you eat too much microplastic.
喂，啲板到咗。
As for Tong Ka-fai, he's working on opening more retail shops in Hong Kong and expanding to Japan. For a business born out of necessity, how sustainable can it be when the COVID-19 pandemic is over?
即係都講過好多次啦。原來
We've said it a lot. Actually, we've seen the doctor less colds and flu. The nose is less sensitive, so this is very useful. Maybe in the future, when there's no pandemic, when we're on a bus, see strangers, I would put on my face mask. Particularly, would kids wear masks at school? I'm not sure, but I think it's a possibility.
Coming up on Money Matters, the soothing suburb of Disco Bay, as our look at Island's district properties continues on Lantau Island. Stay with us. Welcome back to Money Matters. Apart from Tung Chung, Discovery Bay is another key community on Lantau. It is a sedate residential suburb where 60% of the residents are expatriates. Hong Kong Disney is just up the coast. Property prices and rents have taken a hit during the pandemic. Reporter Alice Kahn went to DB to check out some of the better deals.
After visiting Sandy Chung Sha, we took a ferry to Discovery Bay on Lantau Island, a sedate suburb beneath the mountains. The origin of the name Discovery Bay is related to the British mission to survey Lantau. In fact, it was all a misunderstanding. When the mission first landed on the shores of Tai Pak Bay, they asked the villagers the name of the place. The villagers said they were digging for clams. To the sailors, the Cantonese sounded like discovery in English, so the name stuck. Discovery Bay covers a land area of about 650 hectares on the northeastern end of Lantau. Initially, it was only a barren piece of unused land. In 1979, the developer started building its first property project. Now, DB consists of 16 residential development phases, with properties ranging from garden houses to low, mid, and high rises, totaling 8,500 units. About 20,000 people live here, 60% of which are expats. Like Tung Chung, it is also a home for many pilots and cabin crew. The pandemic has hit this group hard, dragging down prices and rents.
Owner, they may need to cash out in order to make a living and to sustain their living. So you may see some of the transactions completed below the market price.
The average price for a flat in DB is about $11,000 per square foot, well below the average on Hong Kong Island at $15,000. Rents have also dropped around 30% from the end of 2018 to an average of $30 per square foot, 25% below those in town. We went house hunting and found a flat in this 40-year-old building. The apartment is 744 square feet. It has a balcony. The owner is trying to sell for $7.65 million, or just over $10,000 per square foot. If the owner can't sell it, he'll try to rent it out at $18,000 or $24 per square foot.
I think it's a good price for these properties, and the advantage is it's a high floor that's below the last transaction unit, and also it has decent renovations.
The agent says the owner is an investor who needs some cash flow. The living room and dining area is 200 square feet. Square-shaped, quite easy to fit in furniture.
This is the living room area. You can put a big sofa here, and the window is not very big, but we have a sliding door here where enough light can come in. Let's go out to the balcony.
The view is nice.
Yes, it is. You can see that's low-rises, high-rise building, Central Park, the sea view, and even you look further, that's Disney right there.
In the dining area, the owner built cabinets for displaying decorative items.
Tony, how many bedrooms in this unit?
This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom unit, and the owner has made some alteration, like this wall here. It was a wall, but then the owner adds some storage spaces here and increased the storage area.
What about this room?
The owner also make this built-in wardrobes in this area to increase storage spaces so that buyer or the tenant, they don't have to buy their own wardrobes. This is the master bedroom. You have the ensuite bathroom right here.
And how big is it?
This bedroom is around 90 square feet. We have the built-in wardrobes right here. And that's a big window with a sea view. Over there you can see the Victoria Harbour. The buildings are quite low. It won't block your sea view.
The flat has 2 bathrooms. The owner also turned the bathtubs into showers, making more space in the bathroom. Later, we looked at another bargain in a newer building. The flat is 660 square feet, 2 bedrooms. The owner is selling it for $7.5 million, just over $11,300 per square foot.
The owner is trying to sell it as soon as possible, so the prices are negotiable.
The living and dining room is rectangular, so it has more space to move around.
And it looks quite bright.
As you can see, it has windows on both sides. It's very rare in Hong Kong, where you have a big window in the living room and then another window in the dining area. When you open the window in the living room, and you can also open the window in the dining room. You got a nice cross breeze in summertime. You don't even need the aircon.
The living room has an open view overlooking the clubhouse and a school. The master bedroom is large with an open view.
But it has a bay window. Is that user-friendly?
You can use the bay window for a lot of things, like in this unit. They make a desk right here and use the bay window. And you can put a cushion on top of the bay window and it can serve like a day bed.
The owner also installed more storage.
There's a bed and with platforms underneath. There's a lot of storage.
This is the smaller bedroom, about 70 square feet. It can fit a single bed and wardrobe. It also has a big window and gets a cross breeze. It has a mountain view. New flats are also available. We looked at one in this new high-rise project. The flat sizes range from 344 square feet to over 1,800 square feet. The unit price ranges from $13,000 to $19,000 per square foot, depending on where it is and what view it has. This apartment is 1,379 square feet on a high floor. The developer has not set the price yet. The living room is large. The ensuite master bedroom is very spacious. It has a sea view. The 3rd bedroom can serve as a guest room. These 21 detached houses are also another new project. The sizes range from 2,000 to 2,200 square feet. 2 houses have sold, one for $50 million and the other $51.8 million. This house is 2,023 square feet. The living room is on the ground floor. It has another 2,900 square foot garden and a pool. It has 3 ensuite bedrooms. The first ensuite bedroom is on the ground floor. The ensuite master bedroom and another bedroom are on the first floor.
For all these big houses, people tend to look a little further, see how the market goes. But where the apartment people has the need, so apartment is selling much better than houses right now.
Discovery Bay has 2 shopping malls offering numerous restaurant choices as well as supermarkets and retail shops. It also has 2 international schools. A popular beach attracts locals and visitors. Shuttle buses run frequently within DB. Residents ride golf carts around town. It takes a 25-minute ferry to Central, or a bus ride to Tung Chung or to Sunny Bay MTR can connect to other parts of Hong Kong. Post-pandemic, Martin believes the 3rd runway will bring more development.
This will create a greater demand for people who want to live in the Discovery Bay. Up till 2026, that Discovery Bay will hit the population of 26,000.
A new way to conga at a wedding near you? It's all part of rigorous training for a new armed rollerblading unit. These officers will never be called flatfoot. They don't ever walk. A group of police officers in Pakistan's largest city of Karachi carefully balance on rollerblades at their training HQ. The wheeling, leaping, and unloaded gun pointing is part of a clever plan to curb street crime, as long as said crime takes place where the rollerblading unit can go. Many parts of the city are off limits due to potholed roads, debris, and uneven footpaths. The other mission of the 20-member unit, 10 men and 10 women, is to fight women's harassment in popular hangout places, patrolling Karachi's bustling beachfront. Initially, the unit was supposed to carry heavier weapons, but later it decided handguns were enough. Not because they're cheapskates, because handguns are safer when you fire them. Not if you're a target. Upon seeing the unit practice, this onlooker, and man who wished he'd thought of the idea, said he had yet to hear the faithful last words of rollerbladers around the world. Hey, watch this. Proving the training was moving along well. And how could it not? After all, what's the hardest part of this assignment? Oh, of course, the pavement. The street artist Banksy may have been at work again in the UK. A new painting appeared on the side of a former prison in Reading, England. It shows a prisoner escaping down the side of a wall on a rope made of bed sheets tied to a typewriter. At least he's not looking at his mobile. Does this mean Banksy is the director of Prison Break? Is he escaping because they mixed his bread and water together? Not enough Thai food? There's been a campaign for several years to turn the former jail into an art center rather than sold off for housing. Afraid not. One of the prison's most famous inmates was the playwright Oscar Wilde, who was sentenced to 2 years after being convicted of gross indecency in 1895. Hang on. Isn't all art useless?
That's our show for tonight. Thanks for watching. Next time on Money Matters, a look at the growing popularity of cannabidiol, or CBD, in the retail and investment sectors. See you then. Good night.